Hi.
Damn.
Hey.
Hello.
I forgot we were like streaming, and I was like double checking everything, and I was like, oh, I'm actually streaming, so I can't just click on everything.
Nah.
No.
Hi, welcome to Percy Jackson One Shot that I'm GMing. This is set in the Percy Jackson universe after the first book series, so the Battle of Manhattan has happened.
Depthe, my love of my life. I don't think we have audio.
We don't have audio.
Or
We
it's
do.
very low. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's very,
Never mind.
very low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's fix it. How's that for? Is this okay? How are we?
I don't hear a difference.
Yeah, me either.
Ah.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, both of y'all, when you got loud there, I could hear well.
Okay. Let me.
So we just gotta shout the whole
We
time
just have to
because
scream and shout to let it all out.
How is that? I've just turned it up a lot. So.
can you hear us?
Okay.
Can
Should we talk at a normal volume? Or
all of us or just our illustrious
Depthe,
game
you are the
master?
quietest.
Oh, I'm the quietest? Okay. Alright. How's that?
Definitely
Please-
better.
Please hold as we suffer through technical difficulties. I tried to fix this. This is what I get for not testing my own voice.
We love our storyteller.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Always
Okay.
and forever.
Okay. Hopefully, is that better? How's that, Dylan? Thank you for checking in on this for me.
It's better. Lay, what do you sound like?
I'm not aware. How do I sound?
Okay, good. Good.
Well, I think we're
yeah,
good.
I think that's good. Yeah,
Okay, I
thank
do
you,
not
Werewolf
know-
Inc. for confirming, but yes.
we can ask Werewolf Inc. if audio is coming through, but
Audio's good now.
Oh, okay.
no, I meant music.
Yes.
Oh, audio music.
Okay. Anyway.
You got
Hi.
it.
Welcome. Okay. This is I'm still very new to the streaming scene. I'm learning. This is my second time streaming actual play, so and the first time was through 24 hours. But anyway. Welcome. I'm going to be the GM for a Percy Jackson series. Like I said before, this will be for hang on just a second. Because my okay. This will be after the Battle of Manhattan. Anything that happens after the Battle of Manhattan is not canon yet. So any major changes that has happened to camp in any corresponding series has not happened yet. But everything in the first book series has. So we have all the other gods that have claimed their children, and we have all the extra cabins. Yeah, we'll be playing this through Scion RPG. Heavy disclaimer, this is my first time GMing it, so any mistakes, any rules that I have forgotten or just not know, it's fine. I'm the GM, I'm God, it's my rules. Thank you to Soundtail. We'll be using Soundtail for the music and all the cool little audio doodads. Hopefully you can hear Soundtail. I don't know how to make it loud on stream without making it loud for me, because when things are loud, it's hard. But yeah, anyway, with that, hi, I'm your storyteller, Depthe. Like the ocean, I go by Chaotic Bunny on all the things. You can find me here on Sundays, sometimes playing Tragedy of the Illusion. The schedule for that has been a bit wonky lately. Well, we try to figure stuff out. Yeah, and I will be releasing an RPG soon, maybe. Follow my Twitter for that. if you want to play cool Fae things. Alright. Dylan!
Hello, I'm Dylan, or Super Dylan everywhere on the internet. I write games and am a gaming entertainer and all around streamer. So please follow me on Twitter. Listen to the Atom List, which is released every Wednesday in some form or another. It is a science fiction drama that is heavily edited into a beautiful little show in podcast format on all of your favorite podcatchers. You should go do that. And then you can find me on TotalPartyKiss on various Thursdays and random days for little one-shots and long shots and things. Otherwise, go to superdylan.com and buy my games. And by buy, I mean download, because I decided to make them all free because I'm mad with power. So go get them. That's it.
Thank you. Nightly.
Hi. I'm Lay. I'm new here. I am a cosplayer and I play tabletop RPG sometimes. You can find me on TikTok at Nightly or anywhere else under Nightly cosplays because Nightly was taken in a lot of different places. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at this.
That's okay. Alright. Pooja?
Hello. Hey everybody, I am Pooja. You can find me on Twitter at Pooja and at Pujabberwocky on all other platforms. And I pretend to be random people on the internet. It's a good time. You can usually find my streaming schedule in at the link in my Twitter bio, but every Saturday you can find me right here on this little guy playing a 5e D&D horror campaign with an all queer, all cool table. So Strange Hungers tomorrow afternoon, be there. It's gonna be dope. And yeah, other things go. The other long-term things I am on every other Monday. I'm on Streets of Gotham, which is a Gotham hench folk campaign set in a scums and villainy based verse. That's on Manapot Studios on Mondays, and on Wednesdays I'm on Nat One Fun running Feywild, a D&D 5e campaign set in the Feywild with lots of hijinks and fun times. So, oh yes, and come follow me on Twitch, where now that I have AC back, I will be once again streaming cozy games or playing Mario Kart and yelling at my friends.
Amazing. Very fun. And certainly, not least, VJ.
Hi y'all. I'm VJ Harris. I am a freelance TTRPG writer and game designer. You can find me everywhere at VJH Creations, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. There's nothing on there yet. I'm a professional DM over on startplaying.games, and if you'd like to play with me, you can go over there and find me there. It's really cheap, $20 a session or $25 for one of the other games. And what else? Oh, I have a podcast called VJ Talks where I talk about the breadth and depth of TTRPGs. And finally, I also play on Strange Hungers on Saturday as the illustrious Tazrael, the 6'9", black-coated tiefling / orc who is a heartthrob and will sleep with everybody if he gets the chance.
Slut.
We should.
Oh,
slutty
but
little
I,
boy.
I was gonna say, yeah, hire VJ to be your DM. His DM brain's huge.
So big.
Big brain.
So wrinkly.
Yes, Saturdays, 12 p.m. EST.
Amazing. Alright. With our introductions out of the way, let's get into it, I guess. Alright. Verily at the first chaos came to be, but next wide-bottomed earth. The ever-sure foundations of all the deathless ones who hold the peaks of snowy Olympus, and dim Tartarus in the depth of the wide-pathed earth, and Eros, fairest among the deathless gods, who unnerves the limbs and overcomes the mind, and wise counsels of all gods and all men within them. From chaos came forth Erebus and Black Night, but of night were born Ether and Day, whom she conceived and bare from union in love and Erebus. The earth first bare starry heaven, equal to herself, to cover her on every side, and to be an ever sure abiding place for the blessed gods. We start our story, like every other grand tale, at the birthplace of heroes. Camp Half-Blood, a summer camp located on the north shore of Long Island, New York. Demigods born of immortal Grecian blood come here for safety and for training. It's a warm August day at Camp Half-Blood. The sun is high and bright, and the smell of strawberries thick in the air. A horn sounds, signaling that it's time for the cabins to make their way to the mess hall for breakfast. And we start off in a cabin number 9, the Hephaestus cabin. Along the outside, it's a fairly normal cabin among the others, but inside you see shiny metal walls and metal slated doors. It's a little bit unclean and messy. Along the wall, there seems to be Murphy beds. Each bed has a digital control panel, LED lights blinking along each one. You see a fire pole that comes through from a second story, but the cabin doesn't seem to have a second story from the outside. A circular staircase leads down into some kind of basement, and the other side of the wall is lined with every single power tool you can imagine, along with any single thing that you need: metal, scrap metal, screws, bolts, nails, rivets, any machine part you could possibly imagine. Wain, how are you starting your day?
Wain is already downstairs trying to gather everybody to get up to breakfast. So he's just going around trying to get everybody up. Goes over to like this little contraption that he's built, and you just hear him go bang, 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 and then he just pulls a giant whistle. And he's like, "All right, come on, don't be late. Last time guys, come on, I got in trouble, please."
And you hear just a chorus of like moans, and some of them are early birds, some of them are already starting to get up, get ready, make their bed, clean up the area, but others are just waiting to the absolute last second to get out of bed. As a result of probably staying up late to work on whatever contraption that they're currently working on. But eventually the cabin is tidied, because, not long after breakfast happens, the cabin inspections happen, so once you make sure everything's clean, you do start to make your way to breakfast. We then head over to the Aristeas cabin, number 21. In the Aristeas cabin, along the outside, beehives are built into the walls. Honeycomb and bees just line the walls. But it doesn't seem to be any detriment to the building by cause of this. As we look inside, there seems to be a honeycomb pattern along the wall with very faint glow coming from a very homey, warm, glowing aura coming off in this home. There seems to be a very high-end luxury kitchen in this cabin with, on the bench, an assortment of platters already made first in the morning with olives and cheeses and cured meats. As well as some of the best honey that you will ever eat. The beds have what look to be top quality bedding with soft woolen blankets and wool rugs along the floor. And then to the other side, there seems to be a very messy arts and crafts table that is in a very disorganized mess. mess. But organized, nonetheless. Tahir, how are you starting your day?
I think Tahir wakes up. The charcuterie table is kind of a grazing table, so as they walk around in the morning, get ready for the day. Yeah, sure, camp breakfast is one thing, but we're at 3 a.m. hungry, grab some brie. We live that kind of a life. And so they start their day, checking on the bees, make sure they're doing okay, ask them for, hot goss, and grab a couple of spools of yarn to put in their bag and their crochet hooks. Because you see that stuffed in the bag are probably, I would say, 2 incomplete sweaters, an incomplete scarf, and random mismatched socks, and what they're working on right now, which is a black crocheted hat. And so they're gonna grab it's half a stem, as we all know. Most of these teens have ADHD, Tahir too, and so they grab their hat and they're gonna head off to breakfast now that their day's set.
You do have one other demigod with you, Honey, a very young demigod this is their first summer here. A little girl about 6 or 7, very blonde hair. She's still kind of in that nervous stage. She was only brought to camp a couple of weeks ago. You've been showing her the ropes and everything, and guiding her. But as you exit the cabin, she's kind of a little bit more relaxed this morning as she kind of follows you to the mess hall for breakfast. You do see Wain leading his cabin to breakfast.
As we're walking, Tahir will turn to Honey and say, "You got the good cheese, right?"
Yeah. I got...
Trust me,
Well,
it's better.
actually, I'm still a bit confused, but I got the brie and I got the camembert.
Ooh, both good choices.
Okay.
It comes down to personal preferences, but I don't think there's a wrong answer there.
Okay, good.
Just be a little sneaky about it, and whichever one you don't want, make sure to give it to your friends.
Okay. And she kind of stuffs them
we're
in a little
sneaking
satchel.
elevated cheese into camp breakfast. Absolutely.
She sneaks it into her satchel. And we pan over to cabin 13. A windowless cabin made of solid obsidian, with heavy columns and torches that burn green like Greek fire, what seemingly is 24 hours a day, and has a skull over the door. Inside, the interior has beds that resemble coffins with mahogany frames, brass railings, and blood-red velvet blankets and pillows. And we see Aaron inside. How are they starting their day?
Yeah, so first off, Aaron sleeps like a wild animal. He could tuck himself into bed and then wake up splayed out in the weirdest ways. Wakes up groggily and looks over to see if his young sister is awake, and she is not at the moment, so he's gonna wake up, tiptoe up, and then just not jump on her per se, because he's 6'7". He's not gonna jump on her, but it's wake up.
And VJ, why are all of your characters so tall?
Because I am not tall as I want to be, so I live vicariously. He's tall boy.
You ain't 6'7". Where's the nice old 6 feet tall?
No, give me tall boys. If I could stretch my legs to be 6 feet, I would. So, just leaps in, is ticking, time to get up. Come on, get up. And she's oh, nope, go ahead.
Oh, if you would like to go for it.
No, please. I would love to see you. Yep.
Okay, do you have a name for your cabin mate?
Oh, yes. Yeah. My little sister is Aurelia, and she's like this 6-year-old little like African Italian black kid with like red hair, like the natural red hair you see on black people, and like freckles across her like face.
Cute. Yeah, as you kind of jump on her, she kind of like wakes up but immediately just starts giggling and kind of like wrenching like away from you and like kind of like a little bit gracefully but still kind of stumbling onto the floor and off the bed and kind of pouts a little, like crossing her arms.
Did I wake you up? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Can we go to breakfast?
Yeah, but do you want me to do your hair first, real quick?
Yes.
Okay. So we get it like long black mirror inside of here, like rimmed with the same black material that the outside is, and like I think if you look at the mirror from the side, it looks like the mirror is also made of that black material, but standing in front of it, we get the reflection. And so I pull up like we've got this whole routine. There's a chair for her to sit in, and she's got like, God, how I'm so bad about like the different types of hair besides my own. Like it's 4C hair. I think.
Is it in the 4s?
I think it's in the 4s. Yeah. 4C hair. We put some like, we go through. I haven't had hair to deal with in a long time. We go through the whole process, you know, the grease, everything she needs, combing through it. And I'm like, do you want 2 braids, or what do you want? We can do this real quick.
I want pigtails.
Buns? Pigtails? Okay, we'll do pigtails. All right. Put her in nice. Put her in some nice little pigtails. That look good. You like that? Did I miss anything?
No, I love it.
Let me. And I like give her a little kiss on the forehead, and I was like, okay, let me do mine real quick, and then we can go to breakfast, okay? And he literally like all sleeps with the bonnet, you know, got to keep them dreadlocks good. All he literally does, takes off the bonnet, like positions the hair, like his dreadlocks, so that they're covering his left eye, and it's like, okay, I'm good to go.
Okay.
You ready?
Wait, I need to make my bed. And then
yeah.
she quickly makes her bed.
Okay, and I lean in and I'm like, all right, you know you're my favorite sister.
I'm your only sister.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You'd be my favorite even if we had more siblings. But you know the deal. I'm just gonna, you know, hang with my homies, play the game, you know, act a little aloof, but I love you, and if you need me, you can run up to me and ask me anything, okay?
Okay.
All right. Check in after your morning activities.
What are you doing? I have archery with the Apollo cabin.
Do I know what I'm doing?
It's up to you. You do know what you're doing, but if you're at a bit of a loss, I do have a list here.
I think I'm doing some weapon crafting with the Hephaestus cabin.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm making you something. Something safe, but something nice.
That sounds really cool. Okay. Let's go to breakfast. And like...
Let's go to breakfast.
Whips open the door and walks out. And you see the other cabins beginning to make their way. And then last but not least, we make our way to cabin 12, Dionysus cabin. Ow, Hercules. No. He's being a little... Okay, give me a moment. I have to let him out.
Take your time. Hercules is a main character in every show on TotalPartyKiss.
Such main character energy.
Principal cast member.
Oh.
Okay. So the Dionysus cabin. seeming wooden cabin with the roof and walls lined with grapevines. Inside, a section of the beds and nightstands seemingly have decorative vines lining the headboards of the beds. All very neat and tidy, but on the other side of the cabin is seemingly a bar-themed arcade. You have pinball machines, ice park table, any other kind of arcade games that you could think of, as well as kind of like a dance floor area with a disco ball on top with a couple of DDR machines lining the edges. Of course, the Dionysus kids in this cabin all have top scores in this. It was used to be 2, but now it's only 1 with Pollux, and now a second has joined just a couple of weeks ago. Buzz, how are you starting your morning?
So is there did you say there was like a bell or something that went off to let us know it was morning, or
Yes.
any sort of
horn sounded, which meant the beginning of breakfast.
Sweet. So Buzz is like face down on top of the blankets on top of his bed, so he doesn't have to make it at all ever. It's just always done. Work smarter, not harder. So she's like laying face down on the bed, like pillow over top of his ears when the horns go off, tosses the pillow off, and like just reaches one leg off the side of the bed, rolls off the bed, rolls under the bed, grabs an old slice of pizza from last night, starts eating, and goes back to sleep.
Pollux, your brother, you hear him begin to get up and get ready for the day before you hear his footsteps stop at the end of your bed. Are you coming to breakfast?
I don't know, like I'll make an appearance maybe.
Alright. You need to have more than that 2-day-old pizza that's under your bed.
It's sustenance. I'll meet you there.
Alright. Don't forget, the Athena cabin is inspecting today and they're neat freaks. So make sure that pizza's gone. And leaves the cabin.
No problem, bro.
As we make our way to the mess hall. What used to be tables split by cabins is a bit more mixed now, considering there isn't really enough room to have a table for every cabin now. So while some of the bigger cabins have a whole table to themselves, some of the other cabins are mixing up. Where does everyone sit?
Well, there's only 2 of us, so we're probably just mixed in wherever, probably on one of the mishmash tables.
Alright.
I make a concentrated effort for me and my favorite little sister. This is like to come and sit with our smaller tabled homies, because I'm imagining our little siblings really like each other and are
Yeah. Are they like immediately showing cheese off?
Yeah, so Honey immediately, was it Aurelius?
I think you said Aurelia.
Aurelia. You immediately see Honey kind of like this really dodgy like handoff, like Honey showing Aurelia like the really good cheese that she brought from her cabin. And Aurelia like taking a little bit and having some with her toast.
And then as soon as Aaron sits down, Tahir hands him a sandwich bag under the table, which has it's a simple. I think it's like a ham and cheese sandwich, but it's on like good quality bread with like high quality cheese. Like it's the good shit. Because Tahir's the parent friend you want to pack your snacks of the day.
Alright, so, as, Tahir, hands off the sandwich bag, Wain, are you doing anything in particular, or are you just sitting with your cabin?
He's probably head counting, nervous parent energy. But he was given responsibility. He's just like, okay, 1, 2, 3, sit. 1, 2, okay. If you're not here, stay here.
See, like, some of the Hephaestus cabin just, like, look around. And, like, what, one of the... who's probably been here just as long, if not a little bit shorter stay than you have, leans over. I think everyone's here.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
He sits down. He's like, okay, we're doing good. We got this. I can handle this.
You can. Perfect score in our cabin and section, I'm sure.
Did I forget to turn the faucet off?
I think the faucets are off.
I'll believe you this time.
And he just nods, and all the campers begin to make their offerings to the fire. Unless anyone has anything specific that they'd like to do or pray for during their offerings, it's just very simple, small portion into the fire.
I think Aaron prays for like a really cool mission, a really cool quest to go on soon, so that he can like say, when he returns, say, I, Aristion, have returned, a conqueror, so that everybody will actually start calling him Aristion instead of Aaron.
Amazing.
I think that about at this time is when Buzz will stumble in and drop the rest of the pizza crust in the fire. And like, I wish to sleep more. That'd be swell. And we'll go find a seat.
Amazing. They're just kind of in front of all of the tables where all of the campers sit. It seems to be a main table where Chiron and Mr. D, Dionysus, sit. Mr. D sees you throw your pizza crust into the fire and has this look of almost impressed, but also just like, Jesus Christ, expression. But you go sit down and have your breakfast. As you all eat your breakfast, it's pretty standard. Everyone begins to eat, begins to make their plans for the first activity. But as some of the campers sometimes will have a little bit of breakfast and then go to their cabin for some last minute cleaning before the inspections, and you see some begin to make their way when most of you hear a scream coming from cabin 10, the Aphrodite cabin.
the Aphrodite kids like at breakfast with us right now?
Most of them, yeah. You see, like, as soon as the scream happens, they all stand up and begin to, like, run towards the cabin.
I do the same, but I tell Aurelia to stay here.
Yeah.
Honey, you too, and I don't know why, but Tahir's gonna trail after you.
Alright.
Wain's going too.
As you all begin to make your way to the Aphrodite cabin, you rush there, and one of the Aphrodite girls, Sarah, has been there for a few years. She immediately runs out and is like, "It's all gone! It's just all... I don't know what happened!" And, like, Drew, like, comes up, the counselor for Aphrodite, Drew runs up and is like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And so he's like, "Oh, makeup! It's gone!"
I'd like to come up and be like, sorry, slow down. Calm down. Your makeup's gone?
my makeup, like, my...
Alright. No, that sounds...
My Too Faced foundation?
Dad?
I can't...
But-
Hold on. Hold on. I know, while you're talking, Tahir's like taking knit things out of their bag and just handing them to Aaron to hold, and just starts pulling out like goat's milk moisturizer and like Manuka honey face masks and stuff. Here, have some of this. Maybe it'll help a little bit for now.
Okay.
You don't need makeup when your skin's great, right? Like,
Yeah. I just...
Okay, who took your
I
makeup?
it's all of it, like, not just mine. And, like, as soon as she says that, all of the Aphrodite kids, like, rush in and, like, and as you kind of see that the door is left open, you see the Aphrodite cabin is just lavish with, like, soft pinks and nice silks, and the beds are, like, 4-poster extravagant beds. And on the other side are, like, very classic kind of, studio room mirrors with, like, the lights along the edges. And what would seemingly have been littered and crowded with makeup is empty. And while there is some makeup left, it's smeared all over the mirrors.
oh no,
Yeah, gross.
that's a lot of work.
I think I lean over to Wain and I'm just like a whisper. I thought maybe I'd get to summon a ghost or something. Like maybe somebody died. Figure out what happened. I mean, I'm glad nobody's dead, obviously. But makeup?
Listen, I've gotten to the point where I just don't question it. Makeup is kind of like grease that I put on my face, but it's a little different, I guess.
Just wordlessly, a honey-based face wash makes its way into your hand.
I don't know. I don't think we can stand for this. I think that this is, just another example of just how this camp is just full of dark forces and absolute chaos. And Buzz is gonna stand next to the girl who is just yelling, put her hands on her shoulders, like, we cannot let this injustice stand. Her makeup is gone. Your makeup could be next. My makeup is on the chopping block.
No
You
makeup
wear-
is safe!
I've put eyeliner on from time to time.
It
I've
looks really great.
experimented.
I could give you a tutorial if you wanted to, like, get those, like, really cool, like, sharp wings. Like, but no, it looks
I
perfect.
would love that. We need to find whoever did this, and we need to take back control over our blush, our bronzer, our what's another
Highlighter.
Another kind of makeup.
Eyeshadow.
Eyeliner. Highlighter. I would like to start a riot.
Oh my god! What?
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
already
okay.
tired and I want to get out of camp. So
Yep.
I have a charisma plus presence. I'll spend a willpower point
Mhm.
to do this.
Amazing. Give me 2 seconds for me to look this up.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then my presence I don't think is as good. Let's see. Oh no, it's pretty good.
Oh gosh. Give me 2 seconds. I need to. Why did I
You
not?
got it. You take your time. I have to gather dice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it.
Start a riot is a boon, correct?
What is it?
Is it instant riot?
Instant riot. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Make your roll.
Yeah.
Can I just say, has Buzz done this before that we know of as Buzz's homies? Okay.
Yeah. Buzz has only been here for a couple of weeks, but it has been no short of chaos since he has.
Yeah.
At least once a week since the start of summer, there has been a riot
Amazing.
caused.
Yeah.
I lean to Tahir and it's just like, here we go again.
We should get out of the way, and I think Tahir's gonna back up, and I think they're gonna call out to the I'm assuming Aphrodite's cabin is like near beautiful like trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Tahir's gonna whistle to see if after all of this is done, she can round up any bees.
All right.
We're gonna have a total of 4 successes. 1 is a 10.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
So Sarah especially immediately is on your side with this, right? You see a couple of the other campers, seemingly newer ones that are kind of more are still fairly vain about kind of their status as Aphrodite's child, and are like right with you, and they're just like screaming and yelling like, "Where's our makeup?" Like just like beginning to like point wild fingers at other campers. And Tahir, you wanted to try and round up some bees?
I wanted to ask the bees
Alright.
if they saw anything.
Roll a let's go with
Animal Ken.
hang on. Yes, go with charisma and animal ken.
Okay. I have like 1 stat, y'all, and it's Animal Ken. I can't talk to cheese, unfortunately, or else I would have taken that one too. Okay. We've got 2 10s, a 7, and a 9.
2 10s, a 7 and a 9. So that's so you get a fair few bees. Most of them are from your own cabin. As they begin to kind of like all kind of huddle around you and you hear them kind of buzzing in your ear. They don't really communicate in words, but you kind of get like buzzes kind of in the formation of images, if that makes sense.
And I
And
feel like it's a very emotive.
yeah, it's very kind of emotive, very interpretive kind of communication. You know that someone or multiple people broke into the cabin and left in a hurry. And that there was giggling and mischieviousness afoot.
Okay. They will thank the bees.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming, are Aaron and Wain close by still? I'm assuming Buzz is in the middle of...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So just like under the loud noise, Tahir will say, well, I think this was all just a prank. There was multiple people and giggling. Do you think somebody's like college sibling told them about pranks they pull in dorms or something? Although it's kind of a nasty prank to ruin someone's makeup.
One of the Aphrodite kids. How far away were you from the cabin? Did you like take a fair few steps back?
Yeah, I would say probably like at least 5 or 6 steps so that they could do whatever they're doing.
Okay.
Because the other thing that Tahir's also used to is some people screeching when they see bees.
Yes.
So that's why, like,
mhm.
they didn't want anyone to freak out and try to like swat at the bees or something.
Okay. As kind of like the Aphrodite kids are beginning to get even more like just restless and like pointing fingers, you see Chiron galloping up into the scene.
Ooh, okay.
And immediately, as soon as Chiron appears, like the energy kind of settles down a little because it's just kind of like, oh shit, Chiron's here.
Camp Daddy's here.
And as he arrives, he kind of like looks at the situation. What seems to be going on here? And you see Sarah and Drew kind of like, Drew's a little bit more composed. Sarah is still just tears, although you have never seen someone cry so beautifully as like perfect like movie star tears are down her cheeks. And she just goes, all of our makeup is just gone. I think the Hades cabin stole all our makeup and are trying to make us fail the cabin inspections. And like you see one of like the Hermes kids go, oi, what would we take your makeup for? And she's like, I don't know, you look like you need it. And like the fighting and bickering just happens like all over again. And Kara just like steps in the middle and goes, all right. Now, and like tests the Hermes cabin. Did any of you steal the Aphrodite's makeup? And like all of them just like shook their heads like completely clueless. And then
Yeah, right.
Karen turns to look at you. Buzz. Thank you for your input, Buzz. But I will handle it from here. Thank you.
Just doing my part.
And turns to the Aphrodite kids. Now, I'm sure we can work something out, and I'm sure that the Athena cabin will overlook this instance as it was not your fault. Take a few minutes to clean up what you can, and we'll look into it. And Sarah's like finally like just like calming down and like patting her like eyes, and it's like has a tissue, and it's like, all right. And Karen looks at us. All right, everyone. I believe you all have some activities to get to. And they kind of all just like, everyone kind of reluctantly starts shuffling away. Kind of a bit disappointed that it wasn't more exciting than what was initially thought.
I still think we should fry it, but
As
that's fine.
yeah. As we're walking away, Tahir will turn to Buzz and just say, hey, that was a really good try. I really thought we'd get somewhere.
I mean, you know, we were this close to like seeing those girls really like, you know, let loose and have some fun, you know? I mean, it'd be violent, but like it'd be fun at least. But and I just, you know, I just always put a stop to my cool ideas, but it's fine. It's good.
Well, I mean, if you still wanted to cause chaos, we
I'm
could
listening.
figure out who did it and tell them. The beast said it was a bunch of people and there was giggling, so...
Okay. All right, I'm listening. We tell them. All right, you know what? Yes, I'm in.
I mean, I assume that the people who did this want some credit, right? Would you do something like this and then just, like, not let anyone know?
Well,
What's the point?
I would let everyone know, but I have learned that sometimes people don't want to get caught. But I don't understand that, so yeah.
Does this
Yeah.
mean we're skipping morning activities to figure this out?
Please say that's
I
what
mean-
it means.
I think they're teaching us... I have arts and crafts and I know how to knit. I'm good.
I've been making a thing for my little sister. With the
Oh,
Hephaestus kids, so like
Speaking of which, you see Honey and Aurelia like come bounding up. Did someone die? Did someone die? Was there blood everywhere?
well actually
Yes,
actually,
look
they
at the
asked that.
window. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah,
No.
It's red.
I'm not gonna say no. I will have said yeah, and I raised their ghost.
Stop.
And they look over to
Tahir-
the window that has like some lipstick smeared on, and Honey's just like,
Honey,
Your
honey,
brother's
it's
really
just
cool.
lipstick. It's just lipstick.
Also, Aurelia, you'd sense if there was a ghost. Come on, you're better than that.
You're right. I was just really excited.
I know, me too.
We all
But-
were.
Yeah.
Somebody stole all of Aphrodite's makeup and smeared the rest of it. Yeah.
So if you hear about bootleg makeup being sold or traded, you come talk to us.
We're like investigators, and Aurelia's like, yeah.
I like look
Yeah.
around as if I'm making sure nobody besides my friends are around. As I like just like give her like a quick peck on the cheek and say, "That's my little troublemaker." Oh.
And like they immediately like start bounding off and like whispering to each other, like, but it's not really whispering because they don't know how to do that yet. So you just hear them go, "All right, so what we do is we watch them and we see if they're selling makeup." Like as like jokes happen.
Okay, well, so I've already hit up the bees. Does anyone have other ideas?
Are there
Is
any
there- Oh, you go first.
are there any like ghosts or what or dead things that just kind of hang around the camp at this like like any spirits that just kind of chill in the area that Aristion could talk to?
Not dead spirits, but you know that there are tree dryads, water spirits, there's an amalgamation of creatures that weren't at the mess hall that were just probably hanging around.
We could talk to some spirits. No dead ones though. Really gotta work on that. I'm not saying I want anybody to die at camp or anything, but like, I'm sure I could call up a couple of spirits to hang out around here. They'd probably like a break from whatever Dad's doing to them.
I mean,
We
It'd
can always
be-
do it with more eyes.
oh. And it sounds like it'd be a lot of chaos for Buzz.
I could go for some chaos. I mean, who knows? The riot might still happen, but yeah, I'd like that.
Alright, so are you guys gonna try and talk to some tree spirits, or what are you guys doing?
Is the Aphrodite cabin closest to the tree line or the lake?
The Aphrodite cabin is closest to the lake.
Water spirits?
Not my area of expertise, but go ahead.
It's not mine either, but we could give it a go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does anybody have something we could trade them? I mean, besides hand-knitted goods?
I could make, like, pretty much... I could make a pipe out of an apple.
Hey, didn't you... Sorry.
You go for it.
Didn't you, like, take, like, one of those really rare strains from your old man? Maybe that'll count. That'll be a good offering.
Yeah, but All right, let's last resort that one. Just because stealing from him gets harder every time.
I could also offer them more skincare, if that's their thing. Do you think they get pruny down there?
Wain, you got something?
No.
You could offer them your services as an extremely strong person.
I am pretty strong.
What if they need some rocks moved or something?
I could do that. Like a beaver. But with rocks.
I'm imagining
That's
we're
right, buddy.
walking over to the
I think
lake
we're
while
walking and talking.
Yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely be walking and talking.
Like, there's like 4 steps during Wayne's pauses.
Amazing. Yeah, soon enough you make your way to the lake. You while the Aphrodite cabin is closer to the lake than the forest, it is still kind of like you see it, but not as well as kind of the like the big 3 cabins are, because Aphrodite is number 9. Oh wait, no, number 10. It's a fair bit away, but if anyone was watching, they would probably have seen something. As you make your way to the shore, you do see some of the what seem to be some of the Ares and Athena cabin readying up to play a game of volleyball, which, as a lot of you know, would be very smart to steer clear of, as Ares and Athena get extremely competitive whenever they're put in an activity together. But you do see a group of young Nereids kind of on the shore, kind of giggling as they're like looking at all the boys on the team.
Giggling, you say?
Mm-hmm.
A little birdie told me that giggling was seen at the scene of the crime. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Tahir?
Absolutely.
There's giggling
It was
afoot.
giggling.
I go up to one of the gigglers in question.
Okay.
I just like put a hand on his shoulder, like, yeah. It's funny. What's funny?
Oh, nothing. We were just admiring some of the Ares boys.
Yeah, they're pretty, yeah. So what do you, what's your strategy for, you know, landing a date with one of those?
Oh, we would never, but it's
Guys.
just, it's fun to watch them play.
I bet, you know, I bet you might want some makeup. Wouldn't it be?
Roll a charisma. Let's go charisma empathy with this one.
Okay.
Can I say Aristion has taken off his shirt at this point? It's like, Wain, take off your shirt.
But it's cold.
Just
Yes,
do it.
take off your shirt.
Just do it. Come on. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I
At least
mean,
unbutton it.
I'm
Wait,
wearing a t-shirt.
You're in t-shirts, right? No, we're fine. There's no unbuttoning.
4 successes, no
Just-
10s, never once.
4 successes. Okay.
Oh,
Are you like flexing? What are you doing with your shirt?
I'm.
Do you just take off your shirt and just awkwardly standing there?
Yeah,
I
I'm just
just
kind of leaning.
hand it to Jay.
I'm leaning on how tall is Wain?
He's 6'1".
Oh yeah, I'm just leaning kind of on Wain.
I'm
watching
I'm
this.
gonna let because of this show that's happening behind him. I'm gonna let Buzz roll an extra d10.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've
I'm
got
good looking.
4.
Wain's good
It's still gonna be 4
Okay.
successes.
looking. Aw.
No worries.
Nothing extra.
Oh, thanks for the raid.
Yeah.
Some of the Nereids kind of like look at you very confused, but then look behind you and like a Nereid behind her like starts giggling and like whispering in her ear. And she goes, "Why would I want makeup? It would just go all weird on water. Plus, my skin's already really great."
You're right. It's perfect. It's just, you know, some people like to use it as like a form of self-expression or
Right.
or whatever. You know, but you're right. You're right. You're like, you don't need it. Do you know anybody who's like super into makeup?
Aphrodite kids, obviously.
Who?
But other than them, I think they said Aphrodite, but it cut
Oh,
out.
okay, yeah.
I heard that one of the Hermes girls is going on a date with an Aries boy.
Oh, that's a combination that I would like to
And
run
she
away
was
from.
taking
Gonna
makeup
say
tips.
run really far away from.
She was taking makeup tips from one of the Aphrodite kids here on the beach.
Well, if you're taking makeup tips, I guess worth investigating.
Which one?
Yeah.
I think her name was Rebecca? Becky? Something like that.
Becky with the good hair?
Becky with the amazing hair. Yeah.
Yeah. And which Aries boy?
Oh, I think his name was Marcus. You know, the really buff one that like super into like that workout powder and is just always working out.
He's
Mhm.
always like,
pretty good looking.
but he grunts a lot. Like I think
He
he has really
does.
bad digestion.
Do you think that protein powder makes its way back into the river, and like we've got really buff fish?
Not that I've noticed.
I don't know. I was just thinking about it.
I really hope our swords don't go right into the river.
They don't. Otherwise, Karen would have such an earful to hear from us.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure.
ew.
Well, not just you. Like, wait. Question for the DM: do we have functional plumbing?
Yes.
Camp. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Because they'd have a earful from the rest of us too.
But it's the functional plumbing is so that it's safe, that it doesn't interrupt any of the
Of nature,
spirits
yeah.
that
Yeah, yeah.
stay here.
But also, I don't want to spend 3 months shitting in the woods every summer.
Bear shit. in
No
the
privacy here.
woods.
Okay, anyway. Should we...
Yeah, let's go talk to Becky.
And like a
Get
couple
up
of the
on my-
Nereids like wave specifically to like Wain and Aaron as they walk by.
Can I put my shirt back on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you must.
Can I? I think I handed it to you. Do you have it?
I do. And you don't know whether this is on purpose or not. It's at the bottom of Tahir's bag. It takes a little bit for us to dig it out.
we're just walking.
We're just walking, and they're digging. Hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, here, do you want to just hand you a wheel of, like, brie? And some jam. And then I find your shirt.
Thanks. What, do you want?
Oh, here. Yeah, I'll take the brie back and, like, just start, like, hand breaking it and giving it out if anybody wants. Jeez.
Sure.
Always
Ed?
snacking with you around.
Oh,
Always snacking. Hey, Buzz.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on you that could go well with this stuff?
Yeah. It's a little skunked, but like, you know, you can have whatever you want.
What is it?
it's like the driest bit.
Oh, no.
And it's stuffed into like a like kind of grody looking one hitter. It's very teen.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's
like
very-
something
it's
that
very
nobody
teen.
who's over the age of 17 can drink.
No. Yeah.
Okay, Tahir will take a swig. Oh, you really need to get the good stuff from your dad.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pace. Trying to pace out when I do that,
Can-
so that I, don't get into trouble again.
Can't
I
you
thought-
just summon this stuff at this point? Like, when are you gonna get to do that? Because Mr. D can do that.
Can any
Yeah, I
of your
haven't-
siblings do that?
Can any of my siblings do that?
Sorry, repeat the question.
Can my siblings summon booze?
As far as you know, Pollux is pretty straight edge, and you've tried to ask him, and he either, like, changes the subject or just refuses to answer.
Yeah, my siblings are squares, so I'm gonna go with either they can't do it or they're too boring to do it. I haven't mastered that yet, but I'm really great at stealing. So we do it the old-fashioned way.
Wait, if you're good at stealing, are you also good at, like, I don't know, tracking thieves? Like, we didn't, I guess, look at the cabin at all closely.
Did you steal it to start a riot? Like, gotta ask.
Honestly, retrospect kind of should have, although the riot thing
giggling.
didn't pan out the way that I wanted it to. So sadly, no. It genuinely
I also
wasn't.
don't see you giggling like that.
I can
Give us a giggle.
I could
Give us a giggle.
Give us a giggle.
Give us a giggle.
That's not a giggle.
Look, we can do better giggles than that.
Also, who'd go with her that's not us? You
Impressionable
better not be thieving
kids.
without us. No, I'm just saying, don't be thieving without us.
I would not. Who would I? Who?
Wayne, one of your younger siblings, Thomas, has only been here for a summer or two, is only like 11 or 12, comes sprinting up to you and is like, we failed our inspection.
We what?
Our cabin is trashed.
I forgot the faucet.
Oh, shit.
And he's drinking. No, like, again! And it's like running, is running to lead you back towards the Hephaestus cabin.
I guess we have to run now.
It's okay. I'll race you. No, you can't play, Aaron. Your legs are as tall as me.
Aristion! Oh, come on!
It's too close to my dad's name. It's kind of weird.
It's a short run because you're kind of already on your way there. But as you make your way to the Hephaestus cabin, the outside, some of the like metal paneling along the outside is like peeled away, and as you look inside, the digital Murphy beds are just malfunctioning. You see them going in and down, in and down, in and down.
Oh gosh.
And like along the roof, like what was like very neat and circulatory wiring, some have just been completely like torn in two. And all of the little like bits and pieces of like nuts and bolts and pieces of machinery is gone. Like your workbench is like almost cleaned out of like any shiny little pieces. And like as it's circulated around, all the Hephaestus kids are like looking in, and one like goes upstairs and tries to go down the fire pole and just falls because someone has covered the fire pole in oil.
You okay?
I'm okay. Yeah. Oh, that hurt.
He's like, he's going to use, is it the Sabolt? The boon?
Sabbat?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce words.
That's all good.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. So as you, kind of just like, just kind of send out kind of like a little, EMF wave, the Murphy beds kind of just like, and just like fall back down with just like a very sad thump. And like all of the machinery kind of like calms down. And you see the, hang on, let me, give me 2 seconds, I did not write down. No, that's not what I wanted. Shit. Sorry, hold please.
You're good.
You are so good.
Here we go. Malcolm. Yes, I looked up a campus name. Malcolm, who is the counselor for the Athena cabin who is doing the inspections, has his clipboard and is like going through and is looking at you, Wain, like, I don't know, man, like, I thought you knew that your little gadgets needed to be in working order.
They were. For starters. They were. For seconds. I don't know.
You've got oil on the pole, and your workbench is normally it's not that clean, but it's usually a lot cleaner than this, although it's missing a lot of your doodads.
That's my connection.
Hey, Buzz?
Yeah.
Do you want to start a fight?
God, that's why I love having you around. Yeah, sorry. I don't even know what I was doing. I was like falling asleep. Yeah.
Well, okay. So then, Tahir's gonna speak up and just say, you know, for a bunch of Athena's kids, you don't seem very bright. This is clearly sabotage. You can't fail someone because someone messed up their cabin.
Listen, I'm just doing what is required of me. There's no
Badly.
need to get...
Without using your brain?
Alright. Well, I'm just trying to do my job here. Maybe if Wain got his cabin in control, he could have passed it.
His
Well, it
stuff
looks
is
like-
missing and broken. Like,
Don't talk about
Wain
Wain
didn't
like
do
that.
Yeah.
Wayne starts
I
crying.
Oh
You made him cry. That's
do you
That's fighting
see-
action.
I think that you've been duped. I think you've been
Wayne,
cheated.
roll a manipulation empathy here.
Okay.
You made our Wayne cry?
My
Let's.
shirt's still off at this point, and the Athena kid can see my muscles. I'm like swimmer kind of built. I do like to
Mhm.
swim. And I'm just like,
Mine was just a 2.
Just a 2?
Just a 2.
He kind of like, he gets a little panicked at first, like looking at Wayne crying, but like kind of like resolves himself, like, listen, take it up with Chiron. I'm just doing inspections. He didn't tell me to go easy on you guys, just the Aphrodite cabin. Take it up with Chiron.
Why did he tell you to go easy on Aphrodite? Because they got robbed. What happened here? They got robbed. Like, come,
Well, how was I supposed to know
use
that?
it. Well, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no.
You're not really
You-
using your brain, are you?
You got tricked. You got tricked, right? You know, and that sucks. Your ego's
didn't-
hurting right now.
I didn't
Oh,
I
get
get
tricked.
yeah.
I get it. But you know what? No one outside this cabin needs to know that you were so obviously duped by such an obvious prank.
I wasn't
As long
duped.
as maybe you find out what really happened.
You think this pole greased itself?
Not
that
yet.
That's deliberate malaction, right?
And who would grease their own pole?
I'm just
Crazy.
rubbing Wayne's back.
Who would grease? Who would
Exert.
make their own pole utterly useless? Do you know how fun it is to use one of these? So fun. Why would you make it bad? Why would you salt your own game so heavily?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you be the dopest builders in camp and then break your own stuff?
I'm
Not
not a child of Hephaestus. It's not my problem. Just
No, we
And-
must suffer for it, though.
Your mom would be disappointed.
you leave my mom out of this.
Use the brain she gave you.
You keep behaving this way, we're not going to be the reason she's here.
Listen, I didn't see anything. I came in and it was like this. But if you want to keep on being on my ass about it, if you stop and leave me alone for the rest of the day, I'll pass you and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, but we need a promise that if you see something like this in other cabins, you're not just gonna act like your mind has run off to go have fun without your
And
body.
do your job, like, do your, you're counselors, we're responsible for things here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be like the heads of stuff. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not. But
Yeah, but Buzz is cool.
I'm just here, you know.
You got a pinky promise.
But hey, if you do see
Yeah.
stuff, you gotta come tell us.
Pinky,
The pinky promise is sacred.
Roll a charisma. Roll a charisma empathy.
Is there an extra die
Who?
because we're helping?
Who's rolling it?
I'm gonna have. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have Tahir roll it with an extra D10 from everyone's
Okay.
helping.
That's decent. Okay. I'm rolling 7. So it's a 10, a 9, a 9, and a 9. 3 9s and a 10.
Nice. As he's just kind of like looking at his clipboard with like the most like over it expression and like looks up at Wain's like held out pinky finger. He just kind of like rolls his eyes and like takes it. Alright. Gosh. This is only cabin 9. And like goes and to the next cabin.
Before he leaves, can I take a quick peek over his shoulder to see if any other cabins have failed?
Big brain.
Roll a perception investigation.
I have 5 intelligence. Wait, what am I doing?
Perception investigation.
Okay. Perception. I'm not great at investigation. You know. I got 1 10, so 2 successes.
2 successes.
No, and a 7. 7's a success. So
Alright. You see that so far a lot of them have been succeeding pretty well. Aphrodite just passed, but only because, like, half of their cabin was trashed and had to be excused. But, like, the fact that it only just passed when it usually gets immaculate scores is still, like, a bit weird to see. But everyone's been passing so far.
Okay. Have any of our cabins been inspected yet?
No, because
Okay.
it goes in order. Hephaestus is
Okay.
number 9. In a few cabins it will be Hades' turn, and then Dionysus, and then Hades. In kind of the order of what you guys are in, with cabins in between.
Okay.
I'm curious. Are any of us have any of us been subjected to any bullying before? Like any of our houses?
Aside from like normal rivalry, not. But like when it comes to a rivalry between cabins, it's never to a point of malice. It's more of just like a lighthearted pranks and jokes. Like, you know that sometimes Apollo kids will like hex a cabin to only speak in poems. You know that like the homies kids will like steal things, but never to that extent. They'll steal like your
Gotcha.
shoes or like your clothes when you're swimming. Stuff like that. Very small
Nothing
things
this
to annoy
malicious.
you. Yeah, nothing this malicious.
Should we go check our cabins just to make sure everything's good and then meet back up?
That'd be smart, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just worried about what they might do, and I don't want Honey to panic.
Wayne,
Nah, you're right.
you staying here or you coming with one of us?
I can't look at this room anymore.
Oh, come on, buddy. Let's go.
Oh, bud.
You see that Jake, who was talking to her breakfast, kind of just like comes forward. Who was kind of like trying to like clean up some of the things. Kind of comes forward and like pats you on the shoulder. Yes. We'll fix everything. It'll be good as new by lunch.
We'll figure out who did this.
Thanks, Jake. You're great.
You've always been my better half.
Yeah. And you mine.
Thanks.
Related, though. Oh, okay.
He's my better half. He's my left half. I'm the right half.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Is
are.
that
buddy.
literal?
I mean, I'm
Is that-
left-handed.
And I'm right-handed.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay. yeah, I don't know who Wain's going with, but I think we'll just take a little quick break from each other to just go to our cabins and make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
You go look at all your cabins. They seem to be okay. News of the Hephaestus cabin has circulated very quickly, especially since Thomas was sprinting through camp yelling after Wain saying we failed our inspection. So it's spread, and now a lot of the other counselors are checking their cabins and making sure, and everything seems to be okay.
Can I, before I leave, get the beehive on alert?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We've got bees guarding.
Yeah, you kind of let the bees know, and a lot of them seem to be on high alert and kind of, there's a thicker shroud of,
Yeah. Don't fuck with the home of bees. That's just a bad idea.
Can I summon a ghost?
You can if you'd like.
Sweet! I'm like, I see everything's fine. I take out the industrial piercing I have in my right ear, which I feel like I didn't describe this. He's also got eyebrow piercing, tongue piercing, nose ring, and lip piercing, all on the right side of his face.
Okay, he's hot. We get it. Jesus.
He's hot, he's tall.
I take out the industrial piercing, which like doesn't have any balls on the end. It just stays there magically, and then I like twist it, and it turns into like a long Stygian staff. Not as tall as me. I think it comes up to like my chin, and I'll hit it on the ground 3 times. I am Aristion, child of Hades, and I summon thee. And I believe I have to have somebody's name, and I think I'll call on like a dead relative on his mom's side.
Okay.
And we'll say Howard, step forth.
Yeah, as kind of like the ground trembles slightly, and kind of as you call forth this name, the cabin floor splits open, and Ghost kind of doesn't exactly climb out, but more like gracefully floats up before the floor kind of snaps shut, and the floor of the cabin looks perfectly fine. And you see this man dressed in probably early 20th century, like 1910s attire. As he kind of just like looks around very confused. Where am I?
Hey Gramps. Like I imagine that he's had this ability for like a year or two at this point, and Howard was the first person he called on, but it wasn't in his cabin. This is the first time he's called him into the cabin.
Okay.
Before it was like, let me go do it in the woods in case something goes wrong or something.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like a great grandson, something like that.
Oh, and he, like, as soon as he spots you, like, he's like, Aaron! How are you?
Pretty good. I'm actually going by Aristion now.
Aristion. Alright.
I thought, like, something more Greek for my dad. But still Howard. Never gonna let that go.
Well, back in my day, we just took the name we were given and we ran with it. But you kids are so much more creative nowadays with all your little things.
Thanks. Listen, I'm not gonna keep you long. But like some weird stuff's happening around camp. People are like trashing people's cabins. Oh, I really wish Aurelia was here. I have a little sister now.
That's nice.
Yeah, on my dad's side again. But I love her to death. But I was just wondering if you could stay for a little bit and just keep an eye out. Like, you don't have to stop anybody if they do something to the cabin. Just like see who it is, and I can ask about it later if that's all right. If not, I can send you back.
No, I can do that. And kind of like does that kind of like old man sit on like a bed, kind of where he has his hands on his thighs and kind of just like slaps them and looks around. I can do that.
Could I like say that as part of the summon ghosts that it also like summons their favorite like spectral food or whatever as like an offering to them to eat for coming to me?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sweet. And the plate just like apparates on the bed next to him. If you get hungry.
Ugh. Haven't had this in years. And kind of like begins eating it.
Thanks, Gramps. He'll leave.
Alright.
Oh, like I'm kind of picturing in my head that like I don't know if ghosts can actually go invisible, but I'm wanting him to let them trash the place if they come in,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't see him. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure about that.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely have it. I'm pretty sure, I might be severely wrong about this, I haven't read the books in a while, that Hades kids can see ghosts when others can't. It is specifically up to the ghost to be able to see them. I might be wrong about that though, but we'll have it be like that. But yeah, Buzz, do you check out your cabin? Buzz?
Sorry. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna go check out my cabin too.
Alright. That cabin is also completely fine. You see Malcolm making his way over to your cabin to do their inspections. Kind of walks in, looks around, checks a few things, kind of looks at you, and just like leaves.
That, yeah. Breathtaking, right?
Just shakes his head.
I know what it meant. Go on. Go on.
Alright, as he leaves, yeah, Hades' cabin is next. Yeah, so you all make your way to the cabins. Everything's fine. Nothing seems to be going wrong. You're about, at this point, about halfway through morning activities, or at least what would be morning activities. By the time you've like questioned and done all the things. So, what would you guys like to do next?
Well, could we maybe take a break?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah, I just want to grab a snack real quickly.
Yeah, so we'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Sweet.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Bye!
Bye.
we're back.
No.
The Percy Jackson time. So far, our campus is just trying to have a regular day when, cabins have begun to get, trashed. First it was the Aphrodite cabin with all of their makeup getting stolen and some of it even getting smeared on, like, the mirrors and windows. And then the Hephaestus cabin where it's just, like, all the electrical has just gone bazonkers and all of their, like, machine parts have also been stolen, so... so far they've kind of asked around, they've gone to make sure that their cabins are okay for the inspection, after, Athena, Camp Counselor Malcolm, has tried to fail Hephaestus, and got bullied into not doing that.
Hold up. He was the bully. Does he use or he that counselor made Wain cry. The real bully here. Let's be clear.
Alright, it's getting towards the end of, like, morning activities. You know that the lunch horn will sound soon. When Seda actually are you all kind of congregated now back into a group?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Seda comes up to all of you. Chiron wants to see you in the house.
Us?
Great.
Yeah,
Cool.
All of us?
yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Is he gonna get a quest?
Ugh.
He didn't say.
Yeah, okay, we'll go. I mean, it's either quests or maybe he heard that we're asking around and wants to know what we know.
Or we're getting in trouble for skipping our morning stuff. Although, I will say, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'll just be like, I was getting pointers from Wain for my stuff, so, like, that should count. Like, we were doing our thing, right? Right, homie?
I would say that we're trying to be responsible and do, like, you know.
Camp counselors, you're right. I do think as
And
we're
friends,
walking...
camp counselor plus
You
a
are
friend.
all technically
Plus friends.
responsible for my behavior. Sorry to break that to you.
Excuse me?
I did no such thing.
Pollux is responsible for your behavior.
That's true.
We're just here. But I think as we're walking, like, Aristion will just be like, what do these two cabins have in common? Aphrodite and Hephaestus. And there'll be, like, a moment of thought and, like, Ares.
You think?
I mean...
Are the Ares folks annoying enough to take out their parents' shit on kids?
I mean...
That's tempting for anyone.
Right?
Yeah.
Plus, for all we know, your dad and their mom recently did some fuck shit, and the Ares kids found out about it and are trying to, like, impress their dad over it.
What do they
Or
do?
something.
Fuck shit.
Oh, are you saying they may have, or that they did for sure?
Oh, they may have. Like, no, I
They
haven't
may
heard
have,
anything.
okay.
But we know in the past they've totally done some fuck shit.
I
Or
guess.
as the rumor goes, at least.
I mean, they are. They do like to pick fights. The giggling doesn't really fit, but I guess we can.
It could be to throw. I mean, they are kids of war, so even though they're like big burly fighters, they still have like some strategic. You know, they're still like strategic, not like Athena, sure, but like the giggling could have been like to throw people off. Maybe they don't want to get caught, but they still want to fuck with them.
People.
Well, I guess we have to
What'd
go
you
to
say?
Chiron first, right? Sorry, what'd you say? Wain? Your mic cut out. Sorry.
It's fine. Let's go.
Okay, you all make your way to the big house. who normally houses Chiron and Dionysus and used to carry the oracle, but you know that a mortal now possesses the site of Delphi. But as you all make your way into the house, you go onto the porch and you see Chiron he's not in his centaur form. This time he's in his wheelchair. And he's playing Pinochle with Mr. D, as he does most days. And he kind of like looks up as the Seda. Oh my god, that was the biggest blank moment of my life. Seda leads you in. Thank you. Counselors and Buzz. Thank you for coming. No offense, Buzz.
I know what I am. We're good.
So, Wain, your cabin has also been vandalized, as I've come to understand. I don't think your mic's picking up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But it is now.
Yeah, we
Oh.
hear you now.
Nope, no, can't hear you anymore.
When you lean
It's
back,
only
I
when you
can't
lean
hear you.
forward.
How about... Oh, 1 second.
That's all good.
No, now we can't hear you at
That's-
all.
It might be like a connection thing. What a rude mic.
Right?
So rude.
Yeah. While this is happening, what is
Mhm.
the look on
Yes.
Buzz's face like?
On Dionysus' face?
No, on Buzz's face.
On Buzz? Buzz, what does your face look like?
It's like this.
And what does Dionysus look like?
Bored. He's just staring at the pinochle board.
What a jerk.
While this is getting fixed, are Percy and Annabeth here with us? Is like in the at camp and off doing their own like lovey-dovey thing.
Yeah, they're at camp off doing their things. Annabeth has like stepped down as camp counselor, so that's why Malcolm is the counselor now.
That makes sense.
How
are you doing, Lay?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm using my web mic.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so Karen says I understand that your cabin has been vandalized recently as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Sad boy.
Well, I was speaking to Mr. D here, and since this is becoming a reoccurring offense, we think that some of the counselors should look into it. We thought that you three would be best, as you are one of some of the counselors that have been here the longest. And Mr. D thought that it would be good for you, Buzz, to learn a bit more about camp, as you've only been here a few weeks.
What am I learning about camp?
Just about camp in general and how everything works, and Pollux is attending college soon, so he might not be coming to camp anymore. So learning the responsibilities of being a camp counselor and being a role model is really important.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm looking forward to being a role model to all of these kids.
Mr. D kind of like snorts as like he makes a move on the pinochle board.
Mhm.
Hey, Buzz is a great role model.
Is
And
this a quest?
not a quest per se, just finding out what's happened and resolving it if needed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, Mr. D? And he's just kind of like looking at the pinochle board and goes, yeah, Winnie and Tahini can go do that thing. And
Not food. I have food. Do you want food?
Mr. D kind of just goes, what do you have? Do you have any of that good cheese?
Yeah. I'm gonna take out a pack, like a beeswax paper wrapped slab of halloumi.
Nice. Thanks,
Sounds awesome.
thanks, Tanika. And
Is it racist that he doesn't know our names or not? Where are we on that?
I hear he does it with Percy and Annabeth too, so I think it's just a camp thing.
Okay, I just, you always kind of have to ask.
Is that
So, like,
better?
say, I guess, I don't know. Also,
I don't know.
is there any wine around here? In like, are there any bottles of wine?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
make
'Cause I'm making
a
aggressive eye contact with Buzz right now.
make a perception investigation check.
Can I also make that?
Yes, you can. Thank you for the raid.
Hey! Oh my gosh! Hi!
Hi.
We're rolling to steal Dionysus's wine.
Can I be posed to make a like? I can already tell what these two fuckers are gonna do.
Of course, I got 2 10s.
You got 2 10s.
Successes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I got 3 successes total.
Okay. With kind of like your joint efforts, you do see kind of as you're walking around the corner from the porch, out of sight of Dionysus and Chiron, in through the kind of back door of the house, you do know that you've got kind of the upstairs and kind of the seating area where they introduced new half-bloods before, but you also know, especially you, Buzz, because you stayed here for a couple of nights before Mr. D came and claimed you, that downstairs there is a cellar where Dionysus likes to keep his wine that he cannot drink, because for those who don't know, any wine, as part of his punishment, any wine he touches does turn to water. So he keeps it there for when
perfectly
his
good wine
punishment
going
is
to
lifted.
waste.
It's not a hereditary curse. Yeah.
Sucks to be you, Dad.
Can I get like just a little distraction to hear?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tahir's gonna rub their bracelet just very casually, and suddenly, almost from nowhere, they would like to activate their bracelet of swarm, essentially.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
to kind
my
of fill
God.
this space
Yeah.
with some bees.
Okay. Yeah. Is this still on the porch, or are you kind of away from the house at this point?
So, Buzz is going into the house, right? To the
Mhm.
cellar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, on the opposite direction. So,
Okay.
like, if it's, yeah. To basically, eyeballs need to be just drawn to the bees.
Okay.
And some of them, we're not gonna, no stinging's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna tell them to just, like, be annoying enough to where, like, everyone's gonna be too busy swatting or, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
moving away from
Okay.
to notice Buzz slip away.
All right. I want you to roll a.
Yeah, I don't know how to roll a birthright. How do you roll a birthright?
Because this is for your birthright.
Yeah.
Well, you're activating your birthright. That
I am
doesn't-
activating a birthright.
doesn't cost anything. That is
Okay.
just something that happens. But because you're using it as kind of like a distraction, I'm gonna have this be. Let's go with manipulation, larceny, because you're kind of using this as kind of a
Oh
distraction.
god,
in
I don't
a-
have anything in larceny. I was
Me
like, can I make an
either.
animal? I am talking to animals.
Sure, you can make it an animal can if you'd like.
Yeah. Listen, I told you I took things in one stat.
One.
My character is bees. That's all she does. Well, bees and cheese. 1, 2, 3. Wait, okay. That one's a 6. So 3 successes.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. As you activate and summon a swarm of bees, you hear Karan and Mr. D kind of like. Karan always calm and collected. It's never annoyed, but Mr. D, you do hear some kind of like mutterings of annoyance. This is kind of like trying to swat. And any other kind of satyrs nearby are also kind of like either trying to like stay clear of the bees so that they don't have to spot them, so they're kind of moving away from the entrance.
Yeah.
As to
And then once Buzz is inside, there's going to be a like show of being like, oh no, come back here, like talking to the bees to get them to chill out and like shoo them back.
Alright.
Although I think they will tell the bees to go hang out outside Ares. and
Okay.
listen.
Yeah. Thanks for the raid.
Thank you.
Yeah, as you do that, Buzz, can you roll? You can either choose between a dexterity larceny or a dexterity stealth. Up to you.
Stealth. Yeah, dexterity stealth, please. Okay. Oof. Wait, okay. No, not bad. 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
As you make your way down into the cellar, you kind of look and there's like the rack of like really gorgeous wine. And as you begin kind of sliding one out, you hear someone clear their throat behind you.
I don't turn around. I dust off the bottle and go, nope, still here. It's good. Looking good.
Do you turn around to see who it is?
Slowly.
It's Mr. D.
Hey, yeah.
If you think you're gonna get into my wine stash, you're gonna have to try harder than a few bees.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know any bees, sir. Sorry, I'm just came here to look around. I heard we have a makeup thief on the loose. I'm really invested in the plot unfolding here, so I wanted to make sure they weren't coming for your wine next. You know?
Yeah. Just get upstairs, Buzz.
All right. I get it. I won't have any fun. You got it.
If I can't have fun, you can't have fun.
Are you
That's
saying
good
he's a
parenting.
bus?
A+ parenting, Mr. D. Fantastic. Way to leave the world a better place for your youth. And I run up the stairs.
Are you saying he's a buzzkill?
Yeah.
But hey. Alright. You all see as Buzz exits the house empty-handed.
We'll have to try again later.
You should have let me do the distraction because I had this whole thing planned about how they should send us on an official quest so I could be Aristion to everybody. Maybe not Tahir, but everybody else. Like, and just I am Aristion. Like, I had a whole presentation going in my
Oh.
head. Like, yeah.
All right. I know who I'm going to next time. I know. No offense here. I need I'm not that sneaky, so I need extra help.
I think you're pretty
Or,
sneaky.
I mean-
I just think your dad has like eagle-eyed vision when it comes to his wine.
Yeah.
How sneaky are you? And like mechanically, how sneaky are you?
I should be pretty sneaky. I
I'm
have
pretty
about,
sneaky too.
I have 7 dice to roll for
Holy
stealth, but I rolled
fuck.
pretty badly to get
Oh,
only 2.
Oh.
Yeah, to get only 2
damn.
successes. I got a couple of ones that canceled out my other successes. Yeah.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
Damn. Yeah, you're sneakier than I am.
Yeah. I should be very sneaky, but I just fucked that up.
Yeah,
All right.
Next time.
Uh,
So,
as you
to Ares?
Yeah. But as you do make your way to Ares, the horn for lunch does sound. Do you guys still make your way to the Ares cabin?
I mean,
Yeah.
we've been working pretty hard. Maybe
Well, I think, well, okay. Food's good, but I have food. The question is, do we want to look around without them there first to see what we can find? Since you both are good at the sneaky.
I mean, we could do that. Do I know if I can ask my Gramps to leave the cabin and go inside of the Ares cabin, or is he stuck in my cabin?
No, he can go wherever.
Cool.
He can be on the surface, as long as you'd like, and you can send him back whenever.
I'll say, oh, I summoned my grandpa, like my great grandpa, to keep a look on the cabin, just in case something went wrong. But you know, if we want to see what's going on with Ares, but don't want to get caught, I could probably ask if he'll go take a look for us, and we just get some food. 2 birds, 1
Ooh.
stone.
Love
I hear they're having
that.
potato salad for lunch, and I really want potato salad.
Oh my god, I love potato salad.
Yellow
Ooh,
potato
is it-
salad, yeah, not the white stuff.
With the
Yeah.
with the mustard, a little bit of that spicy
Yes.
Yeah.
mustard in there. Hell yeah!
He looks at you like waiting for you to answer, and then he's like, "Okay, good job." That could have broke our friendship right there. Yeah,
All right.
is that the plan? My grandpa and food.
I'd send some bees in there too. They're already waiting outside.
Dope.
So
Yeah, I take out the. I just use it as a focus.
investigators, cuties.
I just take out the staff, and I'm like, "Hey, Gramps." Just tap it on the ground a couple times.
And he kind of like, it's kind of this weird, you know those like really bad vampire movies where if they run really fast, it's just like a silhouette, like a fast forward walk. It's kind of like that, where you just see from the Hades cabin this like streak of kind of luminescent figure, from the Hades cabin to where you're standing. And you see this elderly man dressed in like 1910s clothing, quite old. Change of scenery. What can I do for you, son?
Yeah, if you're feeling up to it, if not, I can send you back. Would you go take a look at? And I described the Ares cabin inside of it. We think they might be responsible for like trashing the place, and don't want to get caught inside.
Right. Yes. I'll look for any rapscallions hiding in there. And kind of...
You're the best, Gramps.
does that same little kind of speed figure motion into the Ares cabin.
Food. Let's eat.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
You all make your way to the mess hall, where everyone's sitting down and talking. If this would like, okay, and everyone is talking. Everyone is gossiping about the 2 cabins that were trashed. There's theories that are going wild. Some very similar to Aaron's theory is that maybe like the Ares cabin did something because like Aphrodite and Hephaestus, maybe like maybe they're just trying to prove something for their parents, or you hear like other little bits and pieces of like meaningless gossip that just doesn't make sense. Like, maybe it was at a media cabin because apparently Aphrodite was using makeup that was like not animal friendly, and stuff like that. Very doesn't make sense and meaningless, but it's you put a whole bunch of teenagers in a camp and gossip goes weird.
Very true.
Totally fair.
Honey and Aurelia come bounding up and like sitting at a table and like whispering conspiratingly still. When they see you walk up, they're like, oh, we didn't find anything, but no one has any makeup. Or like any of the like screwy bits from the Hephaestus cabin, because we also found out that the Hephaestus cabin was getting things stolen. And yeah. We also picked some flowers because we didn't find anything. And they like pick up,
that's nice.
They have like handfuls of like daisies and dandelions.
Okay, well, while we're eating, Tahir's gonna show them how to make daisy chains.
Yeah. Yeah, and they absolutely start like making like little daisy crowns and like bracelets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think Aristion has like a little fling in Hermes' cabin. Cute, tall, dark, and handsome, and by dark I mean a black guy, because I hate that dark is just the hair. Not the head of the.
It's skin tone.
Exactly. Not the head of the cabin.
That
but,
melanin.
a cute black boy that's like a year younger than him, and is gonna go like sit down and slide next to him, give him a little kiss on the cheek, and just say, so. To describe him, high top fade, like probably like about like this tall.
Nice.
A little like. He's got more facial hair than Aristion does. Like he can't grow it in, and it's not. He's like it doesn't complete the look that he's going for, but he wish he could still grow it. It's like, man, I wish I could. I'd have to shave, but he can't. And just like a full like kind of goatee going. This 16-year-old, and. Or actually, I think he's like maybe like 6 months younger, and Aristion always gives him a little crap for it. Be like, oh, and just built like a anybody that's like plays rugby like a forward, like big beefy guy. Love him. And just sits down and kisses him. And so I heard Rebecca is trying to do something with one of the Aries kids, one of the Aries guys.
How did you hear about that? We were trying so hard to keep that low key. How did you hear about that?
Was it Nereids? Was it the Nereids?
The Nereids.
It was like, oh, the Nereids on the beach told us when me and Wain took off our shirt.
Fucking Nereids.
I don't think anybody else
You took off your
talked
shirt?
to them about it. I mean, we were trying to get some answers, and like they were looking at the shirtless Aries boys, and I was like, "We're good looking."
That is true.
My shirt is still off. It's not on. Right
Oh,
now. Like,
it's still off?
Yeah, actually.
In that case, yeah, he's just like looking. Yeah.
What do you think's happening? The place is getting trashed. Like, I think it's an Aries thing because of the parents, but you know.
I don't know, man. It's weird. Also, really good. Like, Travis and Connor have tried for years to pull shit like this with no success. Whoever these guys are really good. Like, getting in and out in the middle of breakfast when people are like trying to get their cabins last second good. That's good, man.
Maybe they can be invisible. Ooh.
The only one I know who can turn invisible is Annabeth, and
She wouldn't do that. She's busy
yeah.
making out with Percy or something at the bottom of this lake.
Show-offs.
Right? I'd say ghosts, but like I'm not sensing any of them besides my grandpa.
Oh, Grandpa's. You summoned your grandpa?
Yeah,
How is he?
he's actually he's doing pretty good. Got to have his favorite meal again because give a little offering when they get up here.
Yeah.
Just hanging out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Howard, such a name.
Strong. Double the fierceness.
And I think he'll just stick around and eat and just hang out.
Yeah. Alright. As lunch finishes up, you all begin to leave. Everyone begins to go to their afternoon activities when, like, panic isn't sure as happening. Because, yet again, more cabins have been vandalized.
Ooh.
So you see quite a few this time. 3 cabins in particular have been vandalized. As you kind of look, you see cabin number 12, which is the Dionysus cabin, begin to get some of the grapes that were hanging off the grapevines have been picked and just like smushed all over the front porch. You see along the outside of cabin 21, which is the Aristeas cabin, doesn't look like a lot of damage has been done. It looked like they went to try and like fuck with the hives.
Fuck you!
But doesn't look like a lot of damage has been done there. And you see that the Ares cabin has also been vandalized. A lot of their weapons are kind of like, some of their spears are like snapped in half and littered along the porch. You hear some of them talking. All of their weapons have been stolen. But like, funnily enough, only half of them have like had kind of more of the metallic shiny bits taken off.
Okay.
So anything that wasn't shiny or had any kind of metallic value was either broken and tossed aside. So yeah, and if you look inside the Aristeas cabin, like I said, not a lot was happened. It looks like they just tried to take as much of the platter as they could and ran, as well as like a rug out of like the 3 or 4 that were there.
Jesus.
Well,
I don't know what everyone else wants to do, but of course we're gonna have a conversation with the bees.
And my grandpa, he was
And
checking
your
the
grandpa.
place at.
Buzz, as you talk with Pollux, you know that a lot of the arcade games were messed with, like the ping pong ball out of the pinball has like the ball has been taken out of the pinball machine. The disco ball has been like all different pieces of shards from the disco ball has been taken.
Are there any camp counselors around, or like, not just camp counselors, are there any adults around? Like adults? Are there any like, who's grown?
Just Chiron and Mr. D and the satyrs.
Okay. Okay. Is Wain here?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Wain?
always here.
Wain, Wain, do you think this is acceptable? Do you think that a situation like this should be on us? Or maybe do you think it should be on the people running this camp? Because I think that having, oh Lord, Dionysus's pinball machine messed up would be a cause for concern. I think that maybe the gods here might want to care about that. And I think, I mean, tell me, Wain, am I overreacting here? Because
No, I think you're just reacting.
that's right. to a situation that could be put better under control by, I don't know, some competency from you grown-ups. I would like to give another go at Instant Riot, and I want...
Oh my god!
I am going to say, because this is the second time you've tried to do this today, you are going to have some side effects from this.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
And it's going to, like, be harder to do.
Okay. Presence. What's my presence? Ooh. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. I lost the die. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes plus a 10.
Whew. Okay.
8 successes? Damn!
So 8 successes. Yes, that's
Damn.
right. I always forget to count it that way. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wain. Yeah! Yeah, Buzz is right! People need to stand up and do something about this. The pinball machine was messed with.
The pinball. You know, yeah! Yeah! Come on! He's going outside.
As you do this, Buzz, you get extremely exhausted. You would just kind of that feeling you get when you sit down and you wake up only about 2 hours after sleeping, and you get that half an hour of like feeling awake, but then that crash hits. So you're kind of at that level, like you are completely drained.
I have a sit
Yeah.
against the wall.
As Wain just bursts outside and tries to start a fight, and it's just.
Wait, where's the Aries guy? Where's
Oh
the
god.
Aries guy?
Oh my god. Why would you get
Marcus.
Wayne worked up like that?
I'm not there.
Are you looking for Marcus specifically?
I'm looking for Marcus.
Alright.
I run after Wayne.
You spot Wain across the way, kind of like picking up some of the weapons. You see him, he's right there. He is just acting like this is all fine. Like, how dare he just act like nothing's happening? The pinball machine was messed with.
Listen, Marcus, if that's your even real name.
Are you talking to him like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Listen.
Wait?
Yeah. Listen. We've been going around here. The pinball machine has been messed with. The
Whoa.
ball is missing from the
Whoa,
pinball
whoa,
machine.
You think I did this? Bro,
Yeah?
why would I vandalize my own cabin?
To distract me. This is all a ploy. Up here. Your dad and my dad, and then their mom, there's been things going on. And you know what everybody else has been saying? Oh, they're missing, and then Ares, and they're gonna impress Ares. And you know what? I punch him.
Can I run up as that happens? Oh, no.
I need you to roll a strength brawl for me.
No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What have you done, Buzz?
Okay. What? Okay, so that is 3 9s, 1 5, and a 2.
Okay, so 3 successes. Yeah, as you just, like, punch him on the side of the cheek, like, he's, like, a tall, buff guy, but even that kind of made him, like, stumble a little bit, as he just, like, what the fuck did you just hit me for? And, like, will go to, like, hit you as well.
Fight. I can't believe Buzz is missing this.
Okay,
Poke it up.
Like over in the side, right out of an apple.
alright, okay, so for this, this is going to be against your dodge defense values, which is, your dexterity and, I'm pretty sure it's dexterity and melee combined.
Okay. Okay.
So just tell me, like, the amount. You don't have to roll or anything, it's just the amount you have there.
3.
3? Alright.
He's not very dexterous.
Alright, yeah, he, like, punches you right back, and, like, it's just, like, he goes for, like, a straight punch, like, right into your nose, and, like, there's, like, a crack as, like, blood just starts dripping, and, like, all the campers are kind of, like, immediately, like, come around, like, what the fuck is happening, as some of the area's campers kind of, like, try and, like, pull, Marcus back. As I'm assuming at this point, Aaron comes and is dragging Wain back.
Wayne! What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Stop it! Marcus, sorry. I don't know what. I think there was some bad food or something. Something's going on with him. We're sorry.
Yeah, just calm down, man. I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, Wayne, he didn't do anything.
Listen, I don't know, I just feel like I need a riot.
I'm like, fucking Buzz. We're not supposed to do this to each other. Listen, Wayne, are you okay? Are you calm? Can I go talk to them and my grandpa? Are you gonna be okay? Is Jacob anywhere? By any chance, has Jacob come out?
Yeah, I reckon, seeing all this commotion, he, like, comes jogging up. What happened?
Keep an eye on him, please. Don't let him go punching anybody. He punched Marcus.
Dude! Why'd you punch Marcus?
I just felt it inside me.
Right. And kind of, like, gives you a pat on the shoulder and kind of, like, ushers you towards the house's cabin. Let's get some ice for that nose, okay?
I'll find you in a bit, buddy. And then I go walk up to the Ares cabin.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm walking, do I need to roll anything to like, is there something metallic about the makeup from the Aphrodite cabin?
Roll, intelligence awareness.
Oh, you know what? That's not bad. My first roll of the night. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, now what succeeds? What up of what? Sorry.
7 and up.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But then you have to subtract 1s from the number of successes.
That'll be fine because I got a 7 and 2 10s and 1 1, so
4 successes.
Yeah.
Yes, 4 successes.
All right. Nothing in the makeup per se is metallic, but you know, like, a lot of the, like, designer brand makeup comes in very nice packaging. And you know, Aphrodite kids wear nothing but designer brand makeup. And, like, some of them
It's
will
all
come
them
in
gold
very
tubes, baby.
nice, like, glass, like, bottles, or, like, metallic kind of packaging. Very nice.
I keep that in the back of my head for when we all get back together, and I'm thinking like, God damn it, Buzz, still in the back of my head. But I go up to the cabin and I summon my grandpa,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of like to imagine that like he's only had this ability for a year, so he can't control, like if he's talking to a ghost that he's summoned, he can't control if the others can or can't, like they just see him, so like they'll see a blur coming out of their cabin to come talk to me.
Yeah, as this happens, yeah, a lot of the areas kids kind of like, ugh. And then like see it's you, and then just kind of, alright. Hate his kid bullshit. I almost called you VJ. Aaron! I have
Gramps?
Aristion. Right. So, would you like to hear what I saw in the...
Yeah, please.
So, I don't know if you have very small children, but they look a little monkeyish. Like monkey dogs, but not dogs. But not children. I don't know, they were very fast. Very fast. Like... I don't even think a cheetah. It was fast. But it wasn't a cheetah. It's like a monkey figure, child thing.
Monkey child
And
dog.
just was taking all the metal things and was laughing and looked like he was having a great time. There were 2 of them. But
Did they have tails?
not that I could see. No.
Okay. Alright. Well, Gramps, I appreciate all your help. If you're ready to go back, I can send you home.
That would be much appreciated. Diane is waiting for me.
God! Listen, Howard can be a first or last name. I don't know about Diane, and I'll say... I'll take the industrial back out of my ear, make it to the staff, tap it on the ground 3 times. I release you from service. Be at peace once again. I'll talk to you later, Grandpa.
Goodbye! And as the, like, ground splits open, he kind of goes back down. And just as before, the floor closes up with no lasting impressions.
Do I know what he was describing?
Roll me. Intelligence. I'm gonna...
Say occult. Please say occult. Is it
Yeah,
occult?
yeah, sure, why not? Intelligence
Fuck
occult.
yeah. That's gonna be 8.
Alright.
6, 7, 8. Big money, no whammy!
Big money, no whammies.
Okay, no 4s, no 1s, which is great. Okay, I got 5 successes.
5 successes. You do know, you've taken quite a few months for assault techniques, and you've been wanting to go on a quest so that you can finally be known as Aristeus, the hero, the hero of camp, Aristeus, child of Hades. These sound very similar to something that Heracles ran into called Krobali. They are mischievous, dwarven monkey-like creatures that love shiny things, love playing pranks, and will wreak havoc wherever they go.
Holy shit.
Um,
I'm going to as soon as I think, I'm like, I know what's happening, and I'm gonna go run off and find my friends.
Okay.
Like I say that loudly.
While that's happening, Tahir, you went to go talk to your bees?
I'm assuming I found out pretty much the same information, kind of, from
Yes.
the bees. Yeah, so I don't know if I figured it out, but
they
sorry,
didn't
go
get very far because as soon as the bees started swarming, they were not having it and just immediately ran off. If you would like to see if you can figure out the same thing, you can roll intelligence, occult or intelligence survival.
Oh, hell yeah, surviving. Oh my god. Okay. No ones. I've got a 9 and 3 10s. So that's
Jesus.
7 successes?
Yeah.
Okay, I had 9.
Yeah, immediately. You know what these are. You know that they're Cobali. You know that they normally run in packs of 2. You know about Heracles. You also, I will also say, because you rolled so high, you also know that the easiest way to deal with Cobali is to trick them in return. If you try and go at them head on, they think of it kind of as a joke and will just wreak more havoc. You know, from Heracles, he trapped them, but found them too entertaining and let them go instead of killing them. Yeah, you also know that they're heavily associated with Dionysus as well.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna run towards Ares because I know that's where the others are, and so we're gonna, I guess, meet in the middle and talk really excitedly.
What's happening?
Cobali, we gotta trap them.
Yeah! Oh, we gotta trap them? I'm assuming he didn't get the trap information. He just knows that, oh yeah, Heracles fought them. And it's like, oh, I thought we had to kill them.
No,
I'm glad.
I think we can just trap them and, like, outsmart them, and they'll think of us, they'll see some alpha or something. I don't know.
That's cool. We need a lot of metal. We could probably lay a trap and leave them there with a bunch of metal scraps.
Wain
will know how to make a trap. Yeah. Wait, Wayne's not there. Wayne went back to the cabin. Wayne punched Marcus in the face.
Oh my god.
Because of Buzz. Buzz riled up Wayne and he ran off to go punch
Buzz
Marcus.
just really wanted a riot.
We didn't get a riot. We got Marcus punched, and then Marcus punched Wayne back and fucked up Wayne's nose. I don't know if it's broken, but it was bleeding a lot.
No. Where is Buzz?
Oh, they wore themselves out. She wore herself out.
We should
Buzz
go get him. Let's go get Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz is had a little break to recharge, and then we'll go try to find Wain, because that didn't go the way that they wanted, that he wanted it to. So he's gonna go try to find Wain.
Yeah. Wayne's probably back at the cabin. Jake has given you kind of a pack of ice and some tissues to wipe all the blood away. It stopped bleeding, and you're just kind of like icing it down now.
Hey, Wain. You good?
Well, my nose kind of hurts now.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. All right, so here's the thing. I was hoping that we were gonna get the adults riled up so that they would take care of the situation for us. I didn't expect that you would just go look, when I'm talking, just filter me out. I don't ever want you to get upset. You just pretend like I'm just rambling on one of my topics, you know? Just go zone out.
Well, just tell me this. Does it look bad?
Does it look bad?
Not terribly. It's a little bit swollen. It doesn't look broken. It's just a lot of blood. Most of it is cleaned up, but you still kind of have that kind of blood around the nose, but it's just a
Yeah.
little it's just a little bruised and swollen. It looks like
Yeah.
he's getting some the beginnings of some black eyes, but
So, nah. No, it's fine. It's like barely even a thing. It's gonna go away like by morning. It's no big deal.
She's like, I don't need this anymore. Throws the ice trap.
Yeah. Okay. Remember what I said a second ago about not listening to me?
Huh?
Perfect.
Amazing.
Excellent. Okay.
I would say
All
that
right.
about this time we're probably also gonna just meet up with you because we were gonna come check on
Yeah.
Wain.
mhm.
So we'll fill you in on what we figured out.
Great.
Who's good at setting up traps?
Point at Wain.
My dad did it once. That was one time.
Did you inherit any of that ability?
I mean, maybe. I've never tried traps. I've done more of welding. I've done more of blacksmithing. I've done more of woodwork. I've done some pretty good flower arrangements.
Yeah.
But
Well, I could do that too. Well, if you can bring scrap metal, I can help with camouflaging whatever we use to do traps.
you know,
We just need to
Hephaestus?
trick these guys.
Is Hephaestus known for trap making? Like, is there another cabin we should go ask for help from? Should we be asking the Athena kids?
You know that Hephaestus is pretty handy with his traps. You know that there was a myth where he trapped Aphrodite and Ares in a ploy to catch them in their affair. But Athena are also pretty known at being strategic. So if you're looking for maybe something more strategic, more than mechanical, Athena Cabin would probably be the way to go.
I think maybe we should ask one of the Athena kids, maybe Annabeth, because she designed she designed Olympus, and I hear she found what's his face starts with the D's workshop or whatever. Is that in the series? Or
It is.
Okay, cool. I was like, is this? Yeah.
What's his face's dad? Icarus's dad, right?
Yeah, Dale. I can't pronounce the dude's
Is it
name.
They all have weird names. That's out of character. Is it? It's not Democles.
It's Daedalus, who you're.
Yeah,
There we
go.
Yep. It's a bunch of vowels.
Yeah, there are a lot of vowels going around.
Okay. So I guess we can ask the Athena folks if we can't figure this out, but I think the four of us can do a trap.
We can do a trap.
And this way, Aaron, you can defeat him and take all the credit. Because I don't want it.
We can take
Yeah.
the credit, and I shall say, Maristion. I'll split the earth open for comedic effect.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, I don't want any credit because all I really want to do is
But you'll have to get a
cute
bead.
Little... Oh, well, sure, but all I really want is a cute little farmer's market stall. Okay, fine. I want to let's get a bead. That's fine. Let's get a bead. This was given to us, so.
West. We're off to make a trap.
All right. Where and how are you guys going to make this trap?
What all of our wait, is Hades the only cabin that wasn't hit up?
Haiti, any of the big three, cabins, as well as Harris, has not even been touched, at
Okay.
all.
So I think we should set up something outside your cabin.
I forgot Hades was one of the big three.
Because they're not going to come
Yes.
back. I'm assuming they're not going to come back to mine because of these.
These. Yeah, no, that's smart.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think I have a lot of metal in my place anyway. Wait.
But we're going to get scrap metal.
Yes.
Stygian, is that a metal?
It is. Stygian is an ion, yes.
That's right. I take it back. The whole place is made out of it, but like they can't exactly take the fucking
Right.
Walls.
Yeah, I mean they could take a mirror, but I should tell Aurelia to stay away if we're gonna go trap that. So meet you
Ooh.
back there.
Yeah, set them up. Tell them to go to our cabin, and they can go ham at the craft table.
Okay, all right, I'll go do that. Y'all get a bunch of scrap metal and head over to my place.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, I don't know if this is. I don't know how smart I am, but well, actually, no, I'm pretty smart, and I have high survival. But I think what Tahir's gonna suggest is your classic, like, let's put scrap sheet metal in a pile. Let's dig a big old hole under it, so that when they come in to grab it, they just fall and they're trapped in a hole, and then we come up and we're like, stop fucking with our stuff, and they admit defeat and leave. I don't know. What do y'all think? We don't want to hurt them. They're
Oh,
just
totally.
hungry metal guys.
Right. Well, can we, like, if we lure them here, how are we trapping them? You know, that's one part. How are we going to get them to stay here? Because, you know.
Well, I was thinking we hide, and so when they fall, we dig a hole deep enough. When they fall into it, they can't get out without our help.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that sound like a trap that's gonna work? I don't.
It might. I mean, do we think that they're coming for metal, right?
Mm-hmm. A giant pile of metal. And maybe we do it behind the Hades cabin, so they don't really know that it's Hades' cabin they're messing with. If that's why they're staying away.
Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna have to. Once they fall in, we got to get everybody else's attention, right?
Well, that's the question. Do we just tell them to buzz off since they've been defeated? Or do we take them to the big house?
I think we take them to the big house just because otherwise, you know, there's a lot of people here today throwing around accusations and stuff. And
Starting fights.
myself included in that. So I just, you know, maybe we could undo that a little bit.
Yeah? Well, it would be funny is if we caught them. We let them loose in the big house. And they were caught red-handed in the big house. I don't know, just to, you know. Aren't they
Yeah.
friends with, like, different friends with your dad, right? Or relate somehow. He can probably control them once he sees them.
My dad?
Yeah, I think they're. Your dad has something to do with it.
No, you're probably right. He's
I'm
into
no
some-
Athena kid.
Yeah. All right. So, fine. I can't really help with the metal stuff. But I can help dig a hole.
Yeah. And I can help hide the hole and camouflage it and stuff.
That's great. I can also help, I don't know, draw attention to the hole, but so far today that hasn't gone great. So maybe I'll focus on digging the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Where are you doing this? In or outside the Hades cabin?
I was thinking like outside, like a little bit off, in case they're avoiding Hades' cabin in order to not make Hades angry, like
Yeah.
an unclaimed part of like a pile of scrap metal. Kind of, right?
All right. Okay. everyone who's helping build this trap, I would like them to roll either intelligence or wits and craft.
Question: if I'm using camouflage, the boot. I have a
the
boon
boon.
called camouflage. Yeah.
Let me look at that real quick.
I will grab my intelligence dice in the meantime. And I
Okay,
do have
that
some
is
craft.
2 successes. I only have 4 dice, a pool of 4 dice on that.
Mine is. Need one more die.
Where is it?
Well. Okay.
We appear to be frozen. Is that just me?
Oh no, we are frozen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did that fix it? Nope. Oh no! Hang on.
No!
Be right back. Alright! Yay, I fixed it! Okay. Sorry about that! I think it freezes whenever I minimize my Discord, which I think I accidentally did.
Oh, that's annoying.
Right?
Yes, so...
To fill folks in on what we found out, natural camouflage is Dex plus Stealth, so I'm going to roll that. Ooh, okay. I do have 1, but I have a 1, 2, 3, 4 successes minus 1, so 3 successes.
3 successes?
To camouflage the
And...
hole and the trap.
And it was 2 successes from, Buzz?
Yeah, 2 successes. 1 is a 10. That's it.
Alright, is Wain or Aaron helping out with this at all?
We're off to the younglings, so I'm not
Okay.
here while they're doing this.
Well, I think digging a hole will take a while. You'll be back before we're done.
Oh, well then yeah, I'll help with the hole. This should be...
What did you roll? Wain.
2 10s, 1 9, 1 8, a 6, and a 4.
Damn! Alright, and,
6 successes.
Aaron, it's, wits, and craft. What did I say? It was either...
You said intelligence or wits and craft.
And
Yeah.
craft, yeah.
intelligence or wits and craft.
Craft. Okay, well it's the same either way. 4, because I don't have any points in craft.
You got this.
I unfortunately do not got this.
Oh no!
I rolled a 7 and a 1, so
Alright.
0.
Wain luckily brought the heat.
Yeah, we'll quickly,
Chicken.
we'll just quickly say that you went to, Honey and Aurelia, and they're happily in their stayers cabin, just doing some coloring in and drawing and crafting.
I don't tell them what we're planning. I'm just like, oh, Tahir said you might enjoy this for the day.
And yeah, they're happy. No questions asked. Then as you come back, you see kind of like Buzz and Tahir kind of like helping, and Wain is just going to town, like shovel, like digging this hole like his life depends on it. And you try to help, but you feel like you're just getting in the way. It's just, Wain is just, you keep getting distracted by Wain just powerhousing through digging this hole. But yeah, soon enough, you manage to craft this trap. You guys doing anything else?
So was the plan to craft do the hole, put the scrap, cover it, put the scrap on top of it, and then we go and hide?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta hide after this.
Alright, then I now need everyone to roll dexterity stealth.
I just want to say, while Wain was digging that hole furiously, it's one of those moments where Aristyon's like, man, if he wasn't my best friend. You're one of my
we
best
can't
friends.
hear you.
Oh, no ones. That's a okay. Oh, 3
Dex
successes.
stealth. Okay.
3 successes.
Healthy. I got a 10 and a 6.
Hell yeah, so that's 3 successes. Nice.
5 successes minus 1, so 4.
And nice, alright.
Those are the same stats I just rolled for camouflage, so.
As you all kind of either like hiding by the building or just hiding in the
Oh yeah, I
trees.
just camouflage myself again.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
Crack open
absolutely
the
do
earth
that.
and fall into it. I crack open the earth and fall into it. And just leave
Wait,
a
if
hole.
you can crack open the earth, why were we digging a hole?
Yeah.
Jesus!
I was gonna say something, but
Oh my
then
God.
well, see, my holes sometimes lead to the underworld, and I don't
fair,
have to
okay.
worry about that, but they might. So I was, you know.
Fair. Okay, I was just gonna say. Buzz, are you like super sweaty right now from all the digging?
Are you glistening?
I'm like sweating. Like ugly sweating. Like sticky clothes. Like I'm not built for doing activities.
Like you just look uncomfortable with the amount of sweat on you.
Yeah.
Alright. As you all
Sounds
go
like
and
summer
hide.
camp.
As you all go and hide, you're waiting there. You wait for quite a long time. It's about 20 to 25 minutes as you're kind of waiting there. And like there's almost that moment of like, maybe it didn't work. Maybe we should try something else before you hear like little there it is. You hear kind of footsteps coming through the forest and some like whispering before you hear hear like, oh look, more metal, and you hear like a series of like giggles again, and like the sound of like as they like quickly run forward, and just this huge like crash as they go to take the metal, stand on the trap, and then just fall into this hole, and you hear like a series of like shrieks as they fall.
You rush up.
You you rush up. You see in this hole they're like trying to like jump out. They're only about like 2.5, 3 feet tall. And they're kind of like they have very kind of like chimpanzee features. but humanoid. As they're kind of like trying to jump up, and they see you surround the hole, and they're like, "Oi! Let us out! Let us out! We just want the shiny things! Let us out!"
You've caused a lot of trouble today, buddies.
You guys have a lot of shiny things.
Yeah, they're ours.
Yeah, just because you see something you like doesn't mean you can take it.
Well, we didn't see any names on it or anyone holding it, so it was free for the taking.
Weren't they in people's cabins? Also, why did you come into Hades' cabin?
It was spooky.
You.
Mm.
Oh,
Fair.
yeah, going into
Cool.
people's cabins when they're at meals? Come on, you knew what you were doing.
You snooze, you lose. What can I say?
Well, you've lost here.
Lucky for you.
Let us
Call
out!
the shots now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make a deal.
What deal?
We're gonna take you to the big house. You're gonna tell them what you've been up to. And then I turn to the other three and say, and then we let them decide what to do with them? What do you
Where's
think?
the makeup?
I mean, they should return the stuff, and then, I mean, they can
Yeah.
go
Well,
free
they
if
destroyed a lot of it, right? Like, didn't they, like, smear the lipstick tube and take the tube? Can't really put that back in.
Oh, listen, you got to return anything you have that you haven't like destroyed, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then promise to leave the camp alone and then go about your business, all right? Swear it on the river Styx, or you're staying in the hole. And I can make it deeper.
Oh, he can make
And,
a
like-
hole right down to the bottom.
They like, the eyes grow wide, and then suddenly they like whispering to each other, just like, what's in it for us?
You get to keep your lives.
Yeah, we
You get to
don't...
not go to the underworld.
Yeah.
And
And
like,
I'll make the ground shake.
Yeah.
and despite like that like moment of terror as like the ground shakes, they just look up and then like petulantly start emptying. They kind of wearing these weird kind of combination of like a vest and a toga, but like that have pockets, and as they're emptying all the things they've taken, and these pockets seem endless. Like they're holding so much. These pockets are like the pockets you get on like women's jeans. They're like tiny pockets, but as they're like pulling out all these like trinkets that they've stolen from camp, like there's even like drachma that like they've taken from like some of the kids that have a small amount of drachma for when they go on quests, and it's a lot. And by the time there's just a small pile on top of the scrap metal in the middle of this hole. And once it's seeming like their pockets like seemingly empty, you can't tell because they've been digging around for 5 minutes and you have no idea if there's an end in sight. But then they just like empty it, like, now let us out!
Do we
Go ahead.
do we see like makeup stuff, the stuff that was missing from the Hephaestus cabin, the stuff that was missing from the
Right.
Dionysus cabin? Like at the very least, we need all that back. I didn't.
Yes. No, you see everything from like all the different
Everything's back,
cabins,
okay.
from like the Aphrodite cabin, like all the cabins that have been vandalized so far. Like you even see like the different cheeses and like snacks that they just had in their pockets.
I mean, I don't blame them for needing some food. Hey Buzz, do you wanna tell your dad that we did it?
I do. Do we
We
want
can
to...
stand watch if we want to bring him here. That might be easier.
Bring everyone here.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'll do. I'll bring them here. Sorry, though. I'm not going to go anywhere because I've had a long day. And it's going to reach into, like, their sweater pocket on the inside and pull out a little horn and, like, give it a little... and, I mean, my dad's totally gonna know that I nicked this now, but it's worth not having to walk like 60 feet.
Here, also, here, you need some energy. I'm gonna hand you a grilled cheese. It's a 4-cheese grilled cheese.
Do you have any more?
Ooh.
Yes. I haven't talked about this on stream, but I have a vat of endless cheese.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just say, you look into it, you say, halloumi, and halloumi comes out. You say, brie comes out.
Love it. So as you sound the horn, it's a few minutes, but like first like the councils come like seeing what's up.
We're all snacking.
And they like look in the hole and see the Kobolai, and they're kind of like whispering to each other. Soon enough, Mr. D and Chiron come up and see the handiwork of the trap, and the Kobolai is sitting in the hole, and upon seeing Mr. D, the Kobolai are like immediately like have lost any sense of like smugness, mischievousness. Like they were a little bit scared before, but they are terrified now at seeing Mr. D, and they're like looking up and they're like, my lord, we had no idea that this was your demigod camp. We were just passing through. We emptied our pockets. It's all right there. Please let us go. And Mr. D just like looks like, you again? And like, really? It was just a big misunderstanding. We didn't mean anything by it. And Karen's looking a little bit confused and goes, how did you get past the barrier? As you all know that there is a barrier around Camp Half-Blood that stops monsters from entering Camp Half-Blood. And they kind of like look at each other nervously and they're like, well, funny thing, turns out if you like dig really deep and dig deep enough, there's like a little bit of limitless, like limit to the like barrier underground. It's like 60 feet, but it was so it wasn't worth it. It wasn't. I'm so sorry. Please let us go.
I look at Karen and I go, didn't account for ground? The dirt?
Well,
impenetrable camp?
We don't really account for underground sieges, and the one entrance that there was for underground has long since been collapsed. No one really can dig 60 feet underground.
So
Sure.
what you're saying is that in this quest we went on, we just happened to expose a weakness, a security system flaw. Sounds like we've been really successful questers. And I look at Aaron.
Yeah. I'm not even a camp counselor.
And like as soon as they say that, I'll turn to the
killed
others.
it.
Yes. And take out the staff and like hit it on the ground twice so that the ground just shakes, but the earth doesn't split open. I don't want anybody to fall. We have completed this quest. We have brought the culprits to justice. Your items are returned. And with this, I christen myself Aristion.
Do you see
Hell
like some of the campers are kind of like clapping?
I'm pretty sure I hear my little sister shouting, Aristion!
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Calling me that.
And Mr. D goes, yes, Aristotle. Good job. Now, as for you guys, and the Kobolai are like, yes, we'll be right on our way. And Mr. D waves his hand, and there seems to be a rope that kind of like stems from the ground and down, like a grapevine rope, and they quickly scuttle up, and they kind of like look around at all the demigods and speed away, like in a blink of an eye. They're
I
gone.
give you one of these.
And they bolt.
Love it. so threatening.
Yeah.
And Karen turns to you all and goes, "Good job, you four. Very impressed. I will actually look on getting the underground situation sorted out." And turns to the rest of the campers. It looks like all of your belongings are here. We'll have some of the campers sort through and give you all of your belongings back. So sorry for all of the intrusion, everyone. And everyone should give very big thanks to Wain, Buzz, Tahir, and Aristion.
I lift up Buzz's hand and Tahir's hand, and I hope that we complete the arm journey
Yeah.
to get Aaron's hand, or what is it? What is his name? Aristion. Yeah. So we'll get everybody's hands up in the sky. Say, yeah, we did it.
And then I think we take what can we take a collective like theater style bow?
Theater bow,
Absolutely.
Quick question: has Pollux completed a quest?
He's completed one, so they're tied.
Okay.
If this counts.
And I was like, and now we have a tie for who could be the head camper of Dionysus.
Pollux is kind of nearby and just kind of like, I mean, I'm going to college soon, so you're gonna have to take it anyway. But yeah, as Karen talks to some of the Hermes kids, seeing as they're kind of bit more speedy and would know everyone's objects pretty well, they get in the hole and start distributing everyone's belongings and all of the kind of knickknacks that they've stolen. And all of the Aphrodite kids, as soon as they heard, came bounding over and were immediately like taking their makeup. A lot of it is like intact and like unbothered. It was just some of it that was kind of smeared and like broken. So yeah, a lot of the Aphrodite kids are like very thankful. But yeah, and a lot of the machine parts from the Hephaestus cabin are retrieved and put back in their rightful spot. By now, the cabin is fully fixed and functional again. And yeah, you guys had a full day
There
at
is
camp.
One last thing I want to do is like maybe the four of us are kind of like heading off to dinner or something. I'm gonna turn to Aristion and say, you know, buddy, I support you with whatever name you want, but Aaron's a cool name. It does sound pretty heroic to me.
He'll blush. You can't really tell besides the look on his face that you know he gets when he's blushing. Maybe I'll go back to it when I'm older.
Yeah.
Heroes do that, right? They change names.
Hey, listen, Jason did it. Jason's a hero. Aaron could be too. And then I just like link arms with you as we walk to dinner.
Alright. As you all make your way to dinner, there's the nightly campfire with sing-alongs, and you all enjoy a night at camp. Singing songs and being merry with your fellow campers.
Yay!
And there we have it. That's the one shot, guys!
We did it!
We survived. Nobody died.
Nobody died.
Didn't accept it. I'm glad. I was not prepared for it to get like
I was
perilous
prepared
in camp.
everything. I was like, what if there's an attack and we have to fight? Like, I was like, all right,
God.
here we go.
I would have been screwed. All I could do was make cheese and talk to bees.
I
was not built for battle. I guess, yeah, I do.
Oh.
I do have the ability to cause bees to swarm somebody, but
Also,
like I
can't
was
you
not
make, like,
helpful in battle.
boiling hot cheese or something and just like
Oh
Quasimodo,
God.
Oh my god.
Oh
my God.
my gosh.
Hot cheese.
Jesus.
All
Alright.
right. Well, we should
Well-
say bye to stream.
Yes.
Right?
Bye.
Stream.
Bye, stream. Thank you, Soundtail. We have other shows on this channel. We have Strange Chunkers.
Come back
and-
tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Strongest.
tomorrow.
Well, 12 hours. Be
Yes. If you hunker for that strange, watch some Strange Hunkers.
here. That sounds dirty, and I like it.
12 p.m. EST. Yeah, thank you, Soundtail. You can find all these lovely people on their socials. They're listed underneath their name. But yeah, I'm tired, so.
Yep.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for
Bye.
joining us.